It started as an ordinary hike. Just me, the trail, and the need to escape the noise of everyday life. I wasn't looking for anything special. Just peace, solitude, maybe a bit of clarity. I veered off the beaten path, past the familiar markers and worn trails, into a part of the forest I'd never been before. The deeper I walked, the quieter the woods became, like the trees were holding their breath. That's when I smelled it. It hit me all at once. Not the stench of rot I'd expected from something dead, but something else. Something almost sweet. Cloyingly sweet. Like syrup that had turned, or flowers blooming in a sealed tomb. The scent pulled me, uninvited, toward a thick wall of undergrowth. I could have turned back, but curiosity has always been my flaw. I parted the brambles and branches and saw him. A body, not recently dead. No, this man had been here a while. His skin was swollen and split in places, oozing black. The insects had made a banquet of him, and the wildlife had clearly helped themselves. One eye socket was empty, and what remained of his jaw hung crooked, like he was trying to say something he could no longer form into words. I froze. My mind screamed at me to run, but my legs were rooted. There was something about the scene that went beyond horror. It felt staged, reverent, like I had interrupted a ritual. Eventually, I called the police. My voice sounded strange to me, hollow and detached. They told me to wait. They'd send someone. I remember how long it took them to arrive, how quickly the daylight drained away while I sat there, alone with him. The trees cast long skeletal shadows, and every rustle made me twitch. But the worst part was the stillness. He didn't move, of course, but something in the air shifted, like the forest was watching. And then he spoke. Not aloud, not in any way that made sense, but inside my head, I heard him, felt him, a presence that wasn't mine. It whispered, "Why did you disturb me?" I staggered back, but there was no one there. Just him, just the forest. When the police finally arrived, I tried to explain, but they chalked it up to shock, said he had committed suicide, that he'd been missing for months. They didn't ask why he had carved strange symbols into the bark around him, or why the animals hadn't fully devoured his body, or why there were faint human handprints pressed into the surrounding trees. After